Surgery, right? You guys will get like a surgery workshop occasionally. So they will provide you with the skills needed, such as the tools like the forceps, as well as the suturing kit, etc., as well as the thick skin things, so that you can suture, and practice. And they're all for free. And for the orthopedics, right? Let me get one of our participants for the orthopedics workshop to share a little bit more.
Okay, it's back to me again. Okay, so for orthopedics, I went for the orthopedics workshop, and they let us try this thing called arthroscopy. So arthroscopy is when you basically poke like a tube with a camera at the end into your knee to do procedures. Yeah, so I think over here, like the picture's not very clear, but the guy is trying to hold like two tubes and he's trying to steer the camera into the knee, and the camera is at an angle, so you have to make sure that you can see the part of the knee that you want to repair. Yeah, and we also did like bone screw reinforcement. So we used a big drill, and then there was a bone that was like a little bit fractured, and then we used a metal bar, and then after we screwed the screws in, yeah, to reinforce the bone when it had fractures. Yeah, so it was quite cool because the doctors like showed us like hands-on, like let us use the equipment hands-on. Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you, Rachel. So, and one last example that we have is also on pathology. So we have an interest group of pathology which will just bring you guys on like, for example, one of the events was to visit the Singapore General Hospital's mortuary for an autopsy workshop. So because LKC in general, we don't really have opportunities for autopsies. We usually do it more like technologically, so like 3D models and stuff. So it's a very good opportunity to have hands-on experience, maybe compared to your university where you might have direct opportunity for an autopsy or direct like, contact with, let's say, organs, etc. Yeah. So now let me just elaborate more on some additional extracurriculars that we might have as well, which is our research component. So a lot of the students, not all of the students are required to engage in some sort of student research in year 4. So this means that you guys will be attached to a certain professor to engage in a research component, which can involve, like, let's say, public health, renal, cardio, etc., or even how students learn. So you can do that in year 4. Or if you want to start research early, you can also do research in year 1, year 2, etc. So there are many methods that the school encourages for us to engage in, so that you guys can engage in research early, be it in systematic review or like meta-analysis, or maybe some sort of longitudinal study that is attached to a hospital, like related to this. So there are 2 avenues which our school offers to engage students in research, because honestly, perhaps you guys might relate, your professors might want to push most medical students to contribute to the field of science. So for instance, we have this platform called eCrop, which allows students to choose certain research projects that the teachers and professors have put up, so that students are able to access these opportunities readily. Or students can also engage and work with specific professors who are open to student researchers. And one example, I am engaged with some sort of research with one of the professors as well, and how I found this opportunity was actually really simple. I just co-emailed the professor, they said, let's have a call to discuss something. I discussed it with them, and I just started the research immediately. So compared to high school, where you probably have to jump through so many different hoops to engage in research, in medical school, it's really simple. You just ask someone, and honestly, 80% of the time, they'll probably accept you.
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to do it.
Okay, so in the interest of time, and since you guys know what TBL is, right? I don't think anyone wants to go through all this content today, but we have another sharing by us. Oh, sorry. Okay. So yes. So I heard that you guys have stuff to share after this as well.
Actually, all of the main stuff was like before you guys. So we want to like this meeting is about you guys. So we want to hear more about you.
Okay.
Maybe we do a Q&A. It's about Singapore.
Q&A. Okay. So instead of a PBL, maybe we guys we can conduct a mini Q&A session. Anything about Singapore, anything about our medical school curriculum or how we learn. You guys feel free to ask us some questions and we can answer them for you. Especially the M2s here. You're welcome. Yes. So, does anyone have any questions for us?